So I've been playing Minecraft for probably about 9 years now, and although I do some technical builds, I haven't really ever touched this one part of Minecraft. I probably should. I've never really played around with just doing strictly decorative builds, and I thought maybe I could learn alongside you guys as well in a new series I'm calling Better Builds. So the goal of Better Builds is just to go ahead and inspire me and to inspire you guys to go and actually be a little bit more decorative in your builds, take a little bit more time and care, especially if it's, a building you're going to be using a lot in your survival world, to just take the time to make it look pretty. Because after all, Minecraft is a creative game, so why not show off your creative side? So in today's video, we actually have a little bit of a themed starter cottage. This was a savanna biome, and I was inspired to go ahead and actually build a savanna themed starter cottage. So obviously the wood choice would go ahead and be acacia. So we have acacia wood over here. We have acacia stripped logs. We have acacia planks, acacia leaves, a whole lot of stuff. And I do think that every good build starts with a nice laid out path. I think you should make it very obvious where you want your player to go ahead and walk. So the normal path that would be most beaten down. It's always a good idea to go and actually make some kind of path out of it. Although you could make it out of all one material, I think sparsing it out with different materials makes it look a little bit more organic, a little bit more natural. So here we just have some path blocks mixed in with some coarse dirt. I know with a lot of paths people use cobblestone, gravel. I think it's important to go and utilize whatever's in the area. So since there's no gravel in the area and really no cobblestone, at least at this level, I thought it was a good idea to just use the coarse dirt with the path blocks. Some functional aspects such as these little lampposts I think are important. Obviously, it goes ahead and it lights up the path, but I feel like it also goes ahead and gives interest. As you're walking by, you see more and more lampposts popping up in the distance, and I think it just brings interest to whatever's down in the distance. But without further ado, here's the build. Here's the outside. I'm going to walk around the outside, and you guys tell me what you think. Again, this is probably one of my first real attempts at building something strictly decorative. I think I might have overdone it a little bit with the acacia and a little bit with the lanterns on the outside, but you guys will have to tell me. As you can tell, there's actually an upstairs component to this. But as I was building this, my idea was to go and build as much depth as I can. So having things like here where I have the upside down stairs at the bottom to go and actually build interest with the windowsill. Having inset logs that you can see within the stairs up there. I wanted to try to get as much detail as I could into a 1 block thick wall. So that meant a lot of stairs, a lot of slabs, to avoid building a strictly flat build. Because I was kind of thinking that if it was flat literally, it probably would be flat figuratively as well. Let's go ahead and let's hop inside. And the first thing I want to say about the inside is that I'm not really that great at going ahead and decorating insides of buildings. So hopefully you guys like it, but let me know what I could do to improve. So as you can see, when you first walk in, there is a little bit of a doormat. And here is going to be the living room area / office space. We have a nice molding go around all the way to the top. Nice big window here. We have a couch with some artwork. And then over here is actually going to be my desk area. And this is where we do most of our work. We go ahead and we edit videos for YouTube. We have some picture frames up here to go ahead and remind us to strive for success always. Over here we're going to have my armor stand, which reminds me of better times when we were an adventurer. Unfortunately, we stay at home now and we just edit videos, but we used to have a lot of fun. I have a coat hanger right here for my jacket so that when it's raining like this, I can just grab it and walk out. And then this over here is actually going to be my little kitchen area. So I have a trapdoor that leads to the basement, but we'll get to that in a second. Over here is actually going to be my pantry. There's quite a few shelves in the pantry. I think there's actually 3 shelves, which there is. So good, and we'll close that back up. Nice little area rug, I thought, for the kitchen. I tried to make it reminiscent of a checkerboard floor, but I wanted it to be a little bit more modern, so we went ahead and we chiced it out a little bit. As you can tell, we have nice dark oak countertops. We have all 3 variations of furnaces here. We actually have a cauldron, so that we have a sink here, which is kind of nice. A crafting table when we need it. And then up top, we actually have our little cabinet space, which kind of reminds me of the cabinets you see at IKEA, where they go and actually flip out towards you, which I always like. It's not the boring ones that just flip out on the side. I like the ones that flip and hinge on the top. There's a little hidden painting up there on top of my cabinets, which is kind of cool. And there is actually a sunroof, which shows a lot of leaves, and we'll get to that in a minute. But if we actually go and we head down below, we can go ahead and find out what my basement looks like, which is this. We have a little bedroom area over here, where we have some nice little paintings that are decorative above our bed. We have a couple of cats to keep us company, which is always important. This over here is my lovely armoire, which I go and I keep all my clothes and all my items I want to keep in storage. I have another little couch over here with a nice little area rug, a little painting of a wither because I'm into horror. Over here we have a TV, which isn't so much a flat screen, maybe more so like a front projection TV, but either way, still pretty cool. We have a Kung Fu movie on. I like that. So let's go ahead and let's actually head back up because that's all there is in the basement. And it's time to show you guys the upstairs. Oh yeah, also we have some lucky bamboo and little succulents outside because I'm into that kind of thing. Oh, and real quick, we actually have a nice little beach lounging area. We got a small little beach here. So we like to come out here, we like to cook on the fire, and we like to go and actually lounge and look off to the ocean. But enough of that, let's go ahead and let's actually head upstairs, and it's going to be an external access point, but I think that's okay. So if we get up here, we actually see this is where the sunroof is, but we have a nice little cover here. It's going to be a little bit like a pop-up tent, but it's actually made with leaves, which makes it look a little bit more organic. Have a nice little seating area up here with some table space. We have another little lucky bamboo growing here. But we actually also have a raised planter bed, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, so we can go and actually grow our own little potatoes, our beets, and our carrots. And we actually even have some artificial turf up here. I know it looks real, but it's artificial turf. And from up top here, we're thinking about maybe getting a grill, but we can actually overlook the ocean, which is really pretty. We can see more savannas in the background, and pretty much just get a nice 360 view, which I think is important for a rooftop. And that's basically the entire build. So I hope you guys like this. This was, again, my first attempt at really trying to make a strictly decorative build. I feel like I did okay. I mean, there's definitely room for improvement. I think I could probably use less orange. Trying to go ahead and select the color palette was actually really difficult for me. Obviously, this looks kind of basic, but I did put a lot of thought into it. I think it's very important for your builds to actually feel almost in a sense seasonal, and by that I mean I think they should go ahead and they should fit in the biome they're placed in. You know, I'm not gonna place this in like a mountain biome. It just wouldn't make sense. But in a savanna biome, it makes perfect sense. I think all your builds should go ahead and should fit the biome, just to give it a little bit more personality, make it feel a little bit more organic. I also struggled with the placement of the windows. As you can tell when you come inside, all the places that are the stone bricks was going to be a location of a window, and I realized that I just had windows on every wall. And I had no place to put anything. So going ahead and picking out where windows should be and where they should not be, I definitely need to work on. Interior design, I think the kitchen came out okay. I like the whole idea of the cabinets. Not 100% sure about everything else, like this pantry here. Something I gotta work on. I gotta look at, different ideas people use to go to actually make furniture in Minecraft with, without mods. But anyway, I hope you guys went ahead and you guys liked my little Savannah build here. I hope you guys are encouraged to go and be a little bit more creative in your own building. Drop a like if you guys did like this. Subscribe if you guys want to see more things like this. Follow me on social media. Consider supporting me on Patreon. Links are always in the description. And hey, don't forget we have t-shirts and tank tops now, so check out teespring.com/stores/Sudoxe. But until I see you guys next time, take care and bye-bye.